As always, with every practice, just allow yourself to land. Just give yourself all the time you need to let go of busyness, let go of problem solving. Whatever stresses going on in your mind, just take your attention down towards the feet. You might like to lift up your toes and slowly place them down and maybe rock side to side or forward and back. Just feel into the support of the ground. On today's Qigong practice, we'll do our shibashi 18 forms. Whatever we practice grows stronger. So I'm really hoping that these forms will just become a part of your everyday routine. So maybe you don't consciously learn them, you know the exact order, but the nature of the flow of how our body moves stays with you just in small parts of your day. And we're also going to do a little bit of a warm-up where we just investigate a few different ways to breathe and move our arms and just release tension in the body. So we'll just start today by, as we always do, turning our palms forward. Allow your weight to come back into the heels and just get a sense that your head and shoulder, your hips, your ankles are all stacked. So we're not leaning forward. You might look down and be able to see your toes. And we want that feeling of open heart, soft front, but strong back. So you might bring your attention to the back of the body and feel the shoulders spreading out, the back wide, soft front and strong back. So we're open to all the experience of the world, all of the energy of the world coming towards us. And we're able to keep our strong back where we can carry those around us that might need our help or support. Just be present and a place of refuge for people that we care about. You might just like to feel that deep rootedness through the feet, sense of heaviness, reliability, dependability, stability. All right, when your next breath comes, we're going to lift our arms up. I invite you to keep your arms kind of heavy. So feel like you're lifting a heavy weight. Just notice that stress on the arms, almost like we're lifting something. And then when we get to the top of the breath, turn the palms and just let the hands sink down. You might take a big sigh out, emptying out. And when you're ready, turn the palms again, lifting heavy weight. Feel like you have a stack of bricks on your hands. So taking a breath in, and then we're letting go. Just maybe subtly noticing energy move away from busyness of mind into the body. One more time, lifting up. And letting go. Let's bring our hands onto the body. We'll just take a few breaths here. See if you can find the rhythm of your breath on this day, how fast, how slow it is. There's no right or wrong, just notice. You might notice whether your breath is high in the body or deep in the belly. Maybe you feel it in the back of your neck or your shoulders. You might be conscious of the breath coming through your nose or through your mouth. Maybe you're breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Whatever it is, just notice. we bring our attention to something, it changes it without us having to try. So you might notice that as you bring your attention to your breath, it may slow down or change. No effort required. This Qigong concept of Wu Wei, to move with effortless action or efficiency, for the body to keep working without any sense of having to think or plan or control or change. Our autonomous nervous system working with efficiency. All right, we're going to bring our hands back down by the side of the body. We're going to do exactly the same thing we just did a moment ago, but this time we're going to lift our arms light as a feather. Just see if you can notice the difference. We'll breathe in and lift. And we'll sigh out. Just notice that feeling of when you let the tension go from the body. No stress, no strain, no fighting battles. Inhaling, lifting up. And exhale, letting go. And one more time, as light as you can. Maybe the heels lift a little. And then we let go. All right, so we're going to do a couple of ways to bring energy into our body using just this idea of swinging our arms. We're engaging through our legs, bending our knees, but we're going to be moving our arms, moving the energy back from the extremities of the body, the hands, back towards the heart, the lungs. So we're moving our body away from the furthest part, away from our heart, our feet, our hands, back towards our organs, allowing every cell to take in new oxygen and expand, grow, change. This is how we move towards healing. So let's see if we can start. Let's just do, we'll do what's called the Tibetan breath of joy. So it's 3 kind of inhales in a row, a kind of stair-step breath, our belly, our ribs, and then our chest. So you're feeling like you're drawing your breath from the body up, and then we're going to sigh out, just let our hands come down. So if you'd like to just try with me, belly, ribs, chest, and then belly, ribs, chest. So it might feel a little strange taking the 3 inhales, but just go with it. So I like to do this breath, and this is an energizing breath. It will get your heart rate pumping, your body moving. I like to do it moving my arms at the same time. I'm just going to start. Join in whenever you feel ready. Doesn't matter how far you come down. You just want a sense of really letting go. Any stress, any busyness, any problems. Just sigh it out. And take a break whenever you need to. And whenever you're ready, just bring your arms back. And you might notice energy feels a little different in the body. Just scan through. You might come back to your feet. You might feel a little lightheaded. you'll definitely know that something has shifted, something has moved. All right, let's try. We're going to see if we can take our arms across the body now. This is a little bit of a left brain, right brain challenge. And we want to keep our toes, our knees, our hips all facing forward. So we'll take a breath in, lift our arms wide, and then we're going to take one arm across the body. So just find a pattern with your breath. Keeping feet solid and knees just a little micro bend, back of the knees are soft. Feel that sense of deep connection with the ground. And we'll bring our arms back by the side, shake it out. All right, now we might start to lift our heels. So we're going to do a little bit like a kind of discus throw, where we turn our hip and lift our heel to protect our knee, and then we'll do the other side. So just take your time and just move only as far as your body allows. Don't put any pressure on your knees. Allowing the spine to twist. Make sure you're not clenching the jaw or holding your neck stiffly. Might like to bring that smile onto the face. And when you're ready, just let the arms come back by the side of the body. Take a moment, just notice how you feel again. Such simple things just to move the spine and monitor the energy in the body. Let's take a little bit of a lateral movement for our spine. We're just going to lift our arms up, take a hold of one of your thumbs, and keeping the feet heavy, we want to press through both feet. We're just going to draw that thumb across, sigh it out, and then press through the feet, come back up tall, take a breath, and then sigh out again. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, opening out. Let's do one more each side. And we'll bring the arms back down by the side. We might do a little bit of a backstroke type movement, just taking one arm behind and then the other. Keep your hips facing forward at the start. Just allow your shoulders to roll back. And then if this is feeling good and you want to go a little deeper, you might follow the fingers behind the body. Maybe hips opening out a little bit. Spine should be starting to feel nicely warmed up. Let's bring our hands back together. We're going to join them at our heart center. And just come back to that feeling of soft front and strong back. Palm pressing into palm. Take a few breaths here. Elbows can go a little wider if you like. Flexing at the wrists. We'll take a breath in together. And as we sigh out, just press your hands wide. Inhale back to the middle. And then exhale, let go. Find your own rhythm with the movement here. Flexing the wrist, see if you're kind of pressing out in both directions. Sighing out as you push out. And this time we'll take our hands down and bring them behind the body. Press the palms into each other again, fingers pointing down. You might rest the knuckles right against the base of the tailbone. Tuck in your chin. Let's take a breath in together. And this time we're going to turn our chin towards the shoulder. Sigh out. Inhale back to the center. And then let it go. And you might just keep turning side to side. Maybe gently looking behind the shoulder. And we'll come back to the center and we'll bring our palms back to our dantian. So we'll move on now to our shibashi 18 forms. So allow your breath to slow down a little. You might tell yourself, I have arrived. Instead of thinking about this place of rest as a pause or just a gap between all the doing or the achieving or the busyness, we treat stillness as our destination, as our goal. So don't be rushing into the next thing, just allow yourself to be here. What can we notice every time we return to stillness? Take our arms down by the side of the body. So today's shibashi practice, we'll be doing it silently. So for those of you that prefer verbal cues, I apologize. You probably just have to watch the screen for the different changeovers, but just see if you can trust your body. Most of you have done these forms many times. Just trust that you might know or have an idea what the next one might be. And we'll be doing about half a dozen of each form before we move on. And you might like to think of it as each breath is an inhale for about 5.5 seconds and an exhale for 5.5 seconds. And this means that each of the 18 forms we'll be doing for about a minute each. So think of it as 5 inhales, 5 exhales, or it might be 6. It's not too mathematical, even though it might sound like it. All right. So we'll start by just taking a breath, allowing our arms to come up in front of the body. And from here, just follow your breath. Let your body guide you, not your mind. From silence and space comes creativity. When we allow ourselves to be empty, we make room for whatever comes next in our lives. So if that silent practice helped you feel the rhythm of your breath, or maybe notice something new, just hold that feeling for just a moment longer. Just like we did at the start, we're going to just allow our spine to just gently move. So you might take your arms down by the body and then just start rolling the shoulders side to side. And you might let your arms knock against the body. No effort, no trying to swing them, just let the movement of the spine do it for you. Let everything be heavy. And whenever you're ready, just let your arms come back by the side. We'll draw our palms together, create last little bit of heat and energy. And if you bring your hands up to the face, just take a moment in gratitude for coming to the mat on this day. You might also express gratitude for the ancient wisdom of Qigong, many thousands of years and maybe tens of thousands of years of knowledge of the body handed down from generation to generation. And we'll bring our palms together and bow, just honoring each other's practice on this day.